Hi guys, it's me and welcome to another vlog. This one I feel like is going to be more put together than my last one. That was a bit of a train wreck and barely a vlog, but here we are. So today is actually February 8th. I have been doing some things in the last couple of days and the last week, but it has been a little bit chaotic. I had my mom's 50th birthday that happened on the 6th, but we had her party on the 4th. So basically the last week of January, the first week of February, I was just planning and helping make things and get decorations and setting everything up with my stepdad. And it ended up being a really fun time, and I'm glad we ended up having it. It was great, but it was a busy weekend. And then I went to bingo with my mom, and yeah, I didn't win a single thing. I didn't have money to actually do much other. I couldn't do basket raffles or anything, but yeah, it was 6 hours of me not winning, so it was great. But last night on the 7th, I actually did a little bit of writing. I have been working in my short story. I don't even know if I've mentioned this. It's been a while, but I was reached out via email about an anthology that is being put together. And I was initially kind of that this is kind of weird, just because I get so many spam emails in my writer email account. And then I looked into it more, and it does seem legit. And after thinking about it, there was a story that I always wanted to revisit. It's kind of like existential horror. That's what I believe is the best way to look at it. And I never got to go back to it. And then this anthology, it fits this theme that they're looking for. I was like, yeah, we're gonna rewrite it. And maybe I'll do a separate video on this if you guys are interested. Should maybe the piece get accepted? But I would love to compare and contrast the first version to this, because the first version I wrote in 2011 and it's absolute trash. I like the concept, but the writing itself was terrible. And I have a whole spiel about that class, but it was not good. So already I really, really love how I've written this and rewrote it essentially. And today we're gonna finish it. It's currently 4:30 and I have to go to dinner. I'm leaving at 5:30. So I only have an hour to write, but that should be enough time in my opinion. But yeah, I also, of course, because this is what I feel like has to happen, I got book mail today and I'm so excited. Aside from the submission, which is one of my goals of this year, was to submit more short stories and poetry to collections and anthologies. I also wanted to read Brandon Sanderson. And as a way to motivate myself to read, I decided that, which was not cheap, I was going to back his Kickstarter and get the hardcover editions of his 4 secret projects that he wrote during 2020. Honestly, even though I haven't read Brandon Sanderson, this man amazes me. His work ethic, his writing abilities. I listen to his podcast. I listen to his YouTube channels. I do follow him. I just never read any of his books because they're pretty big and I'm intimidated. But I was like, you know what? We gotta get his books. These are gonna be exclusive. I need them. I'm just gonna be that person. So the first book just came out, and it just came to my door today. I forgot that it was coming because I went into a panic buying mode because I was sad in October, November. A story doesn't live until it is imagined in someone's mind. I love that. I don't know who that character is because I'm a fake fan. Oh my god, look how cute. I love pins. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay. Oh, is there more? Is there more in this box than just a book? There's goodies in here too. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. This is a sticker. Oh my god, this bookmark. I love all of this. And then we have, I don't know if this is a world hopper. I don't know if this is an art print or if it's, it looks like an art print, but it just looks like a big bookmark. And I have seen this cover because I follow people online, but oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I'm so excited. I admire him so much, so I'm excited. My goal would be hopefully to read this, because I know this is all part of the Cosmere. I would like to read Mistborn first, and then I would like to jump into, I can't remember what the series is called, but The Way of Kings is the first book, and I would like to read that, and then eventually I will read this and the other ones that come. I've been reading a lot of series and not finishing them lately. That's been like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I need to get on that. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna put this with the other book box that I have opened and not done anything with. And on that note, we're gonna jump into writing. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. I have my tea ready to go. I'm gonna put on some writing music and we're gonna finish a short story before I go to dinner. Guys, it is February 9th now, Thursday, and I am about to sit down and write. I ended up not really doing much writing. I really overestimated how much time I had yesterday. I wrote for a half hour, but then by the time my husband came home and I had to leave for dinner, I only really had a half hour. I did write. I'm really loving this story so much. I cannot wait for my critique partners and my friends to like read it and give feedback on it because I'm excited. Obviously, there might be some critiques, but I'm almost at 1,500 words. It has to be between 1,000 and 5,000 words. So I'm probably going to wrap up around 2,000 words. That's going to be my like goal. I'm really excited. Like things are like the ending is coming up. So like things are really being kicked into high gear and I'm having so much fun writing it. So I am just about to jump on. I just have to upload a video to YouTube. So I'm going to do that first and then we're going to get writing for the rest of the night. Greg is playing video games all night and I am going to have fun writing. So I will check in probably before I go to bed tonight, but here we go. Hi friends. It is about 9 o'clock on the same day and I finished my short story. I'm so excited. I knew I was gonna finish it, but it was just kind of like getting in that flow and I love this story so much. Now I am gonna take the night and then tomorrow I'm gonna read it through one more time and then I'm gonna send it to my critique partners to see what they think. I could just tell like the evolution of my writing is so much better than it used to be and even so much better than like the book that I queried. Even though I did a lot of work for Prophecy Project, like it still was a product of when I first wrote it, if that makes sense. Like I can edit it and I can make it better, but like the ideas were still very 2018 writing Bree. So this is some good work, I think. That means like I get to remove one of my sticky notes and we get to hopefully get some good feedback. And yeah, it's about 2,200 words. Tomorrow I'm going to just review it and then add any like details or like, you know, tweak things, go through and like line it and stuff like that. And then big picture stuff will come from my critique partners. But yeah, I'm gonna submit a story. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's not due for another 20 days or 19 days now, but it's gonna happen, guys. Maybe I'll finally get published somewhere. You know, I don't want to get my hopes up, but obviously it's just one step in the right direction. So I'm excited for that. I've also been sprinting with Autumn Ashley, so we've been trying to keep each other accountable. And I am currently uploading my video that's going to go up tomorrow on Friday. So I have almost everything done. I'm going to take the next 5 minutes to finish up my video and then I'm probably going to go to bed. I'm a little bit congested still. I think I'm going to take something for my head and then I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not super tired, so I might read for a little bit, but I definitely need to get into a good night's sleep because I have been feeling worn down and that's not good when you have a full day of work ahead of you. So I will probably check in tomorrow, but it's been a great night of productivity and I can't wait to continue over the weekend with my writing. I just edited my story and sent it to some critique partners to kind of give me some feedback. As I told them, they can rip me apart gently. I do think that the story is pretty strong, but of course, like I'm interested in feedback as like a reader perspective because while I might think it's strong, there might be some like areas I could add some more details to, or like maybe they just aren't clear on some stuff. So I'm excited to see what they think of it. It is a short story. It's under 2,500 words. So we're gonna see. We're just kind of chilling. I have not had a day to myself in so long. But it's a little after 3, it's like quarter after. I spent my morning just kind of like doing my own thing. I decided, I don't know, I was watching cleaning videos this week. I don't know if anybody else like
does that. But I'm obsessed sometimes with cleaning videos, and just, I don't know, they do give me some inspiration in the same way that watching braiding videos gives me inspiration. And I was like, I just woke up and I'm like, I want to clean my kitchen today. So I didn't clean every single part. Like, I could have like scrubbed and taken things out. I didn't do everything, but I did the mean stuff. Like, I wiped down all the counters, I wiped the one side of our cabinets down. I took like the stuff that like off the stove and everything. So like I did a decent amount of work. I could have probably done more, but then my sister came to visit me and I had her Christmas present since Christmas. So I'm like, yeah, come visit me at some point so I can give it to you. And she was like, oh, hey, I'm going to stop in. So she surprised me and got her Christmas present out of my house and whatnot. But it's been a really good day so far. I really, really needed this. And Greg went out like doing like virtual golfing. So they have like basically like these giant screens, and they like kind of tell you like what your swing status is and like where how hard you're hitting it and stuff like that. So he went to his with his friend to do that, and I've just had a really good day to myself, and I needed this to recharge. Like I needed time by myself, and I needed time to do whatever I felt like. And it's been nice. I've been just kind of like cleaning up it slowly, and I did my short story edits and sent that off. I'm feeling really good. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do some more laundry, and I think I'm gonna eat. I ate soup around noon, but didn't have a ton of soup, and I'm a little bit hungry, so I think I'm gonna have a wrap. I have a leftover turkey wrap from yesterday. I only ate half of it, so I think I'm gonna eat that. And I don't know. At 5 o'clock, I'm doing a Lumerian crystal energy healing. This is the first time I'm ever doing something like that. It's very similar to Reiki, but it's not Reiki, it's Lumerian crystal healing. So I'll leave information if I can down below on it. I don't know much about it, but basically like the woman who does it, from what I understand, she uses crystals to realign stuff, and she does like her singing bowl, and it's just a good way to like get back in tune with yourself. And I think this is like the perfect way to like end of trying to be like well intentioned. And I'm really excited. Like last night too, I wanted to do writing and stuff last night, but I ended up prioritizing myself, and I took a hot bath with some salts and things because I'm congested. I probably do sound congested. I probably look it still. It's actually feeling worse right now as I'm trying to talk, so I'm gonna probably keep this short, but I'm hoping that going to the salt cave with the salt will also help decongest me. So I'm gonna get like the healing and the salt, and I'm really excited. Overall, it's a good day. I am slowly going to be picking off things from my sticky notes to do, and I'm feeling good. I think tonight I might try to get through another beta reading chapter for the critique that I'm doing. I want to do another chapter of that tonight, and then we'll see. I might just choose to sit and read. I might watch a movie with Greg. We'll see what goes on, but I'm just kind of letting things flow and try to just be intentional. That's all I'm doing because I want to be well, and I know that I'm running myself ragged lately again. So I want to get rid of this congestion and feel like 100%, so I can maybe exercise a little bit more this week too, because exercising while you can't breathe already is not great, and I don't want to use it as an excuse, but I'm definitely doing it. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in. I hope that the rest of my night will go well, and I'll talk to you guys when I have something more to say.
Hi guys, it is Valentine's Day, February 14th, and I just wanted to really quick pop in and say that I'm here, I'm doing things. I'm actually the dogs are just so frustrated. They just want to keep in and out of my office. I'm just kind of sitting here relaxing. I have to say, I wanted to like share my thoughts because I feel like I just have to say that I really truly admire people who have hard full-time jobs and are still publishing. Like obviously like my goal is to be published, but I'm working a full-time job. My full-time job is hard, and sometimes that means that like even though I'm working towards my goals of publishing, I'm not quite there. I'm not on deadline, so I kind of waver. But the people who are like having a full-time job, that job is very difficult in some way, and then they're still managing to meet deadlines are my heroes, because today nothing crazy happened. But I had one kid that we had to potentially call for some abuse, and then with another kid had a bunch of like home issues and didn't really say anything until the end of the day when I couldn't even have a session at that point. And they were pretty hard hitting home issues, so it just kind of like weighed on me a little bit when I was coming home, and it it's not something that I now want to go and be like, yeah, let's jump into writing and stuff. And those days happen, and I grapple with, is this being unproductive? Is this being good for my mental health? Am I using it as a crutch? I think it's so easy to get caught up in all of that, and I just really think like I just needed a break tonight. And not like I'm not taking breaks in general, but I just felt like if I was going to keep pushing myself tonight, like I'm not gonna feel good tomorrow when I have to come back and address all of these things in my day job. So when people do this, like when they're writing part-time and they're working in a different job full-time and they're somehow managing it's just truly admirable. And the people out there that are doing it, like I really am just so proud of you guys, because yeah, like it's some days it's hard. It's hard to want to pursue other things like writing or just other adventures in general, creative pursuits, when this other thing you have going on in your daily work life is so heavy some days. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. Me and my husband aren't doing anything. Like, I'm already in my oversized sweater on the couch laying with the puppies, and I'm watching YouTube. I'm in a YouTube binge, but I don't think we're doing anything other than making dinner together and eating dinner. So I just think I might keep it low key. Like maybe later I'll feel like it, but like I really just needed to come home today and just like get snuggly and binge some YouTube. So yeah, I watched Cinema Therapy. They did an episode on Shrek, and I love Shrek. Like unironically, I do love that movie. So I watched that one, and now I'm watching, I think it's Reads with Rachel, uh talking about the good reads choice award winners for humor. So I'm gonna do that until we start making dinner, and then we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. That was some of my musings, and I'm sure I'm gonna be wrapping this vlog up soon, but that's all. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody, whether you're celebrating romance or platonic relationships or familiar relationships or just celebrating self-love. I hope you had a wonderful day when you watch this. So talk to you guys soon.
I just wanted to kind of check in and just wrap up where I made it to in my writing journey this past week. So obviously it's been weird. I said on my live stream today, I ended up doing a pop-up sprint today as I put a clip in, and I was in the mood to write. I knew that like if I was left to my own devices, I might not write as much as I wanted to. But I was like, you know what? Gonna get out of my way. I'm gonna go live so that way I have accountability, like I should be writing. And I did really well. I don't know, I'm estimating because I didn't count fully and I didn't even total my words up, but I want to say like maybe 1,200 words. I was on chapter 23 when I started, and I finished that chapter. I started chapter 24, and chapter 24, I think, is going to be the bridge to the act 3. Like that's just my gut. I don't really have hard and fast like acts when I'm plotting them out. I just kind of intuitively try to gauge like where the story's going. So with my best estimate, I think chapter 24 is going to be the bridge into my act 3. She's about to come to her realization, and all the shit's about to go down. Like she's gonna be the turmoil with the royal family on land, turmoil with her family under the sea, like all the shit's gonna start spiraling now. So I'm excited. I think act 3 is gonna be pretty fast paced. Not that the rest of the book hasn't been fast paced. I think like I've been pacing it well. So that's my main thing going into the final book part, is that I need to make sure that I'm not like super like throwing everything in your face. I think I still have quite a few details that I need to include that will make it so it's not going to be like bam, 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 and then ending. Because I do hate when books do that, when it feels like everything's speeding up. I don't think it's going to be that way, but we're still drafting. It's not like I have to have a final say currently, but I am excited to continue writing, and I may or may not do that tonight. We'll see. But the week has definitely been weird. I don't know about you guys, but the world is like telling me to do certain things in ways that I'm not anticipating, and I do have a hard time adjusting to things. So when things start to like sway or move me, it's like, okay, how do we handle this? And when I did my crystal healing last week, and one of the things, like the theme that came out was I have this abundance of creativity and I need to put it out there, but I'm blocking myself from doing that. So I'm really trying to like just say, like, fuck it. We're gonna do what I want to do. We're gonna do it on my time, and things are gonna happen because they're meant to happen. And it's really hard because I do have like a control freak nature where I want everything to be perfect, and when they don't go perfect, it's like, well, we gotta start the next day, we gotta start tomorrow. I'm really trying to get out of that habit. So if you're watching this video and you got this far, this is your sign to start to let things go and just let them flow as they're meant to be. Like, you'll set aside time, you'll do the writing, things are gonna happen. It was also funny because I was talking to my friend Autumn today, and we've been talking about random things, but the one thing that she was talking about was how she watched somebody recap Brandon Sanderson's lectures, and their takeaway was that most authors don't get published until they're like 10 years into seriously writing. And when I was looking at my timeline, I just turned 31, and I would definitely say by 22 is when I started, because I graduated college and I was like, I really want to write. And I really focused with my friend. And even then, like, we were still iffy. And it really wasn't until 2018, which at this point, like where I'm thinking of in 2018 when I first did my first NaNoWriMo, like it was like 5 years ago at this point. And 5 years ago was really when like I dove in, was like all committed. So I'm like halfway to almost there, if that makes sense. Like, I am in a prime zone of I've been writing for 10 years, and the last 5 years have been like solely dedicated. So if we're looking at like how many authors, like how long they take to break into the world, and like how many books you write and all that kind of thing, statistically, I guess I'm in a good place right now. I think my writing is solid for where I started off, especially compared to 5 years ago. So all this to say is I've been trying to kick imposter syndrome's ass this past week, because it had been roaring up quite frequently, especially with all my life turmoil that has been going on. So I'm ending this vlog on a really good note. I feel very positive about the story. I think even if I just write a little bit every single day, I'm going to get somewhere. And, you know, I have another live stream I scheduled for this coming Monday on the 20th. So we're going to make progress, and Mermaid's going to be finished. It's not going to be finished by the end of February. Like, if January hadn't happened and I didn't have a house like that was in disrepair, I think it would have been, you know, more than enough time for me to finish by the end of February. But I think we're going to make it somewhere. My current deadline is to finish everything by April 6th. We're obviously getting really close to having like a crunch time, but I'm still gonna push myself. I want my draft to be completed. I want to have a rough draft of a query letter and a synopsis, and I want to have some mood boards because I would like to enter a Twitter contest. Conceited or not, I think this is much, much different than when I was drafting Prophecy Project. So I feel 10 times more ready to query Mermaid sooner than I ever did querying Prophecy. I still, even though I just queried and shelved Prophecy, I still don't feel like it was ready to query it sometimes. So this is a much different vibe with Mermaid. So yeah. Anywho, me and the hubs, we're gonna go get some pizza tonight, and I'm really excited. I'm going to this restaurant that has the best vodka pizza I've ever tasted in my entire life, and anybody could fight me on that. It's so good. So I'm very excited to have that. We've been watching Suki because Suki had surgery yesterday. So she's just been very nappy and recovering, and she's been a little doll. She's been doing well, but definitely very sleepy. So I've been getting lots of puppy snuggles, and it's been wonderful. So I'll probably go to dinner, come home, do more puppy snuggles, maybe read a little bit tonight. So nothing crazy. That's all for me, but until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.